Hi, Nat. Oh, we have a tech issue. Looks like. You there? Hi, Nat. Hang on a sec. Wait.
Hi.
Happy Monday for me.
Hi, everybody.
Happy Sunday.
Welcome day, or sometimes Monday, wherever you might be.
I'm gonna.
Welcome to the show.
Yes,
though.
I'm gonna share it out.
All kinds of stuff happening energetically. Oh, that's okay. Sorry.
No, you're right. I haven't shared this out yet. I'm going to share it out now. I have like.
Oh, okay.
Like last week. When
Okay.
I posted it, but it needs to share it.
Okay.
Hello, if you're watching this back and you're seeing us, this is Nat, and she's a medium, does mediumship, and also you're a very good pet behavior specialist, and you're a healer.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
Yep, we are here, and it's Online Psychics Live, and if you're coming on, no matter where you're from, please give us a little shout out where you're from. And if you're working on developing your gifts, we can all chat and come about some amazing things together. That's kind of what this is about, being able not only to get a reading about your future, your path, but your pet, what's going on if your pet is still here in the physical and you are having some maybe problem with behavior, or they're not feeling quite right, or if they have passed, we can connect as well. And to a certain extent, people are really tuned into their pets anyway. And so it's not that much of a stretch if you think, wow, I can maybe communicate with my pet on a deeper level. Well, I found out that I can do that, and it's exciting for sure. Oh, yeah, sorry. You probably can't see it because of the doggies. It's Natalee. Hi, Alicia.
I'll go do this in the green room. I'm just sharing.
Okay. Thank you, Kat. So that's kind of what we're here about. We're talking about is a little bit of everything. What are your interests? What things I can tell? I haven't really told very much about myself, but the first thing I want to say is that we have coming up tomorrow, but we still feel the effects like kind of rippling out before and after, but it's a full moon in Aquarius. Hi, Joy. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Full moon in Aquarius. And so what that means for us, that means that emotions will be running high. It's just the way this is. It's just the way it is. So you're going to need to be a little bit guarded. There could be some unexpected changes that come. That goes with anything. But the key this time is to really not let your emotions take over, because that never is helpful. Never helpful. Just let your emotions guide you. We talk about that all the time, but be open, kind of surrender to the changes that are coming your way, because I feel like they are going to be positive. So if you have the signs that are going to be affected, if you have any like Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius in your chart, which most everybody does, the more you have, the more it may affect you, but that's okay. Monanita, is that the name? Hi, Alicia. Hi, Leanna. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Where are you all from? What are you up to on this Sunday? Besides watching, which I'm so appreciative of. We are so appreciative that you are taking your time to watch. And if you're interested in a pet reading, or if you're interested in a reading for yourself, 1997 for a live reading, click the PayPal Buy Now button in the description, and you can either chat in the comments for your reading, you can go on just audio, or you can come on video with me. Those are the most amazing, I'll say. They all, no matter what you do, it will always work, right? But the video gives you a chance not only to see me, but for me to see you as well. So it's a good connection thing. Hi, Wendy. I am doing great. Alicia said she is from Memphis, not too far from me. Monanita says, do you have any message from my loved ones, especially my grandfather? Well, I appreciate you asking me that. And, you know, I will tell you, if you are interested in a reading, please get one. The sooner, the better. And we can get on that for you. But I will tell you that when our loved ones pass, they tend to want to hang around us, especially if we're going through some kind of troubling times. We need extra, almost like advice. They will be around us. And for the most part, too, when they're on the other side, there's this whole new way of accepting themselves and accepting those who are still living. So, you know, if there has ever been with anybody who has passed, if there's been difficulty or anything like that, a lot of that gets resolved because it becomes not about our physical human being selves, but our spiritual being selves. So we learn as spiritual beings, we remember all of a sudden when we cross over that, hey, that stuff wasn't important. So I'm not sure if that makes sense to anyone, but definitely. Hi, Joy. She says Atlantic City, New Jersey. Getting ready to go live somewhere. But when I saw your show, go live somewhere. Oh, okay. I thought better. Yay, raising the vibes, Joy. Joy is a vibe raiser. She's one of the psychics here on Online Psychics Live, and she is a high vibe raiser. So she's amazing. Thanks, Joy, for tuning in. I appreciate it. And also to remind you guys, like I said, we have the readings that you can get. 1997, such a deal. But also, you get, if you subscribe, you get a free spin on the prize wheel too. And everybody wins something. So very cool. Very cool. And it gives you an opportunity to kind of, I know sometimes you'll get a free reading. Sometimes you'll get bonus time with the reading. So I'm going to say is something for you to remember when you are getting any kind of reading for a psychic. What is meant for you will come to you. So if you are meant to have a conversation with a certain person, we think we know what's best for us. We totally don't. Our higher self does, but we're not always completely connected to that. So a lot of times there is a, how do I want to say, sort of like we have like a disconnect a little bit. And so let's see, Spirit is leading me in a direction here. Hold on for a second. Okay, this is really unusual because I'm going to tell you, I'm seeing something that's like a spiral. You know, it's like a spiral. So it, you know, kind of each spin wins. That's right. So this spiral, it's like it is never ending. So kind of like when we are born and we die, our physical body is born and dies, our spiritual body lives on. And the key to really putting ourselves in a great place spiritually in this physical world is remembering that we are not limited to our physical body. The more that we think that we're limited, the more that we will be limited. So think of yourself as this never-ending ball of energy that is so magical and so amazing. And right now, it's like I can feel the energy coming out of the palms of my hands. And I'm a Reiki master teacher. And so we work a lot with the energy like that. And what I'm going to tell you is realize that we all have the power to heal ourselves. And so that healing, no matter what is wrong with you, that healing always consists. I have a sister who is, gosh, a 12-year cancer survivor. She was at stage 4, and one place told her, guess what, you might as well get your affairs in order because you're not going to survive. She went to another place, and the mindset at this other place is what helped save her life. But she also had to change her mindset. So what I want to say, just because your mindset changes doesn't mean you will automatically be healed. The physical body may not be completely healed, but the spiritual body, that is truly where any kind of healing begins to take place. So if you heal your spiritual, psychological, mental mind in the process of trying to heal your physical body, this is something that no matter what the physical outcome is, and even if you know that you're faced with, passing away, and maybe it's from cancer, that all I'm going to say to you is a healthy state of mind and a positive state of mind, a loving state of mind, can get you through just about anything. I know that there are times that we get our hearts broken and we think, I can't go on. No. I'm just telling you, no. We begin healing ourselves from within. And I know I'm kind of getting off on this ranting and raving thing. Hi, Anshu. But that really is the way it is. We have to begin to heal on the inside. And so that means living in the moment. That means being in positive, joyful spirit in the moment. We learn from the past, okay? But we don't want to plant our butt down on the ground in the past, because that does nothing for us. We just need to learn from it, just like our emotions. We don't want to sit down in those emotions and wallow. It's easy to do that. So we need to live kind of in the moment about what's going on. If anyone interested, Kat did put a link in the comments as well, but in the description, click the PayPal Buy Now link for a 1997 reading. It's amazing. I'm telling you right now, it's such an awesome deal. And it's not really a mini reading. It's longer than a mini reading, and it's so worth it. So you can come on live, video, audio in the chat with your pet, just with yourself. We'll do a reading. It will be awesome. I would love to do it with you. So just let me know about that. But so life is always handing us stuff, right? Stuff we think we don't always choose, but when it comes down to it, a lot of times we end up choosing things that we think we didn't. We just got to keep, like Joy would say, we got to keep our vibe high. We got the best we can. It's not like all of a sudden you have a horrible thought and then you're stuck with it for the rest of your life. No. If you have a thought, you have a negative thought or something like that, you can get yourself out of that. You're not stuck to that, right? So anyway, I I wanted to get that out of the way because Spirit was coming in, and there's all I'm going to say is this. It's sort of like sending angelic energy to you. Sometimes, and even in the replay, someone may need to hear the messages that we are talking about today. And hey, if you share it with somebody that you think may need to hear that, miracles can happen every day. We can be angels or say something that someone needs to hear. So, that's what's important for all of us to know and to understand and all of that. So, so I wanted to mention too, I was talking about pets and the fact that, talking about pets, and this was at the beginning because I've been blabbing about all kinds of stuff. But right now, pets also feel this kind of energy that's going on with the moon. You can also tell, like for us here in the Midwest in the United States, this is a time when we have lots of thunderstorms and kind of barometric pressure, energy changes. So one thing I've noticed is that dogs and cats handle everything very, very differently. Hi, Barbara. I am great. Thanks for coming on. Nice to see you. Sort of, kind of. So cats handle it like not all that worried about it. Dogs, on the other hand, are very affected by the energy. People are like that too. Everybody is different. So, it's sort of like we think, okay, dogs don't like fireworks, things like that. So we get these they're called thunder vests, and you can wrap them around a dog and it will help them. And so, animals are extremely sensitive. So not just to weather, but to things that are going on with us too. So just know that the more that you can kind of do this kind of grounding and cleansing with your animals as well, you're going to be able to help them get into a place of less stress, and it's going to be so much better for them. Hi, Leanna. Let's see, Leanna, I think that you, if I remember correctly, that, and I may be wrong about this, but I believe that when you spin, you got, you had to buy a 30 or 60-minute reading, and then you would get an extra amount of time or something. Do you remember, Kat?
Yeah, and those prizes are for the website, not the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Leanne, I hope that helps you. So they're for the website. So you can always go on and you can book a reading with myself or any of the other psychics on there. And then you can apply what you got for your spin on there, if that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. So those are different than being able to use them on the show here. But you'll be able to use those on our website, which is trusted.onlinepsychicslive.com, I think. Anyway, if you go to the Online Psychics Live Facebook page, there's a link to the website right there, and it will give you instructions. So, hi, Glossy Scorpio. Oh, if you are interested in a reading, I would love to do that for you. $19.97 for a live reading right here. You can go on video or audio or in the chat. Quite frankly, the chat, there's a lag, and that's just a Facebooky thing or whatever. So if you want to come on video, that would be awesome, or audio. There's a link in the description, the PayPal Buy Now link. So I was just saying, we were talking about dogs, and from your alive dog, Frankie, yeah. So what I will say is that our animals are so in tune to us. They know when we're not feeling good. They know, sometimes they know when to push us when we need to be pushed. I have a cat who honestly loves tuna. And I don't care if I'm feeling horrible, she pushes me to get her tuna. I think it's just because she wants it, but you get the idea. Um, but yeah, our animals take on a lot of stress and things that we take on. And so it's good to keep them grounded. I know that there are a few techniques that you can do for humans, but you can do for animals as well. And I do Reiki. So I basically, her food, her water, anything like that gets cleansed. You know, I just do a little cleansing and a blessing on everything that actually comes into our house. And it's not like I have to go through every little thing, okay? It's like this intention that I put out there for food that comes in, the water that comes in, anything I bring into the house. And then, of course, doing like a monthly cleansing and blessing on your home, your apartment, your business, your property, your dorm room. I don't care what it is. But, and even doing a little cleansing and blessing on your cell phones, because what kinds of stuff are, computers and stuff. So I have some quartz crystals that I keep near, and I have amethyst. I keep a quartz crystal in my car, but I have amethyst that I keep near electronics, because it helps with all the yucky energy that comes from electronics. But when you think that we are opening ourselves up to the internet, to the world, to like every person, if you want to think of it that way, it's really good idea for us to kind of do like a protection prayer, kind of a cleansing on ourselves as well. And I don't think we always think about that. We think, oh, we're on the computer, we're on our cell phones, especially, like probably too much, but and watching television as well. Actually, I will tell a little story, and I will not mention any names, but there was a lady who contacted me because she had been watching a video that she thought was going to help her. And so not too long after that, she had this encounter. Something had basically gotten permission, because she wasn't setting any boundaries or doing any cleansing or anything. It had like become attached to her family, something negative. So what I'm going to tell you is, when you watch anything from Online Psychics Live, it's coming from love and light and high vibes, positivity, the angels, okay? But I do want to tell you, and I'm not trying to bring you down, but I'm going to tell you another situation. You just have to be very careful. We just take it for granted that when we watch things or whatever, be very careful. If you are going to listen to something and you have not listened to it all the way through. Somebody gave me this example as, listening to meditation music as you're going to bed at night. Well, if that meditation music's like 4 hours long, unless you have listened to it all the way through, completely to the end of it, I don't recommend listening to it unless you've pre-listened somehow. Because when we're sleeping, our brain is still taking in everything. Our soul is taking in everything. So just fair warning, if you have not listened to all of a video or a meditation or any kind of music stuff like that, you could be inviting something in and not even know it. And we do not want that to happen. And, I'm only saying this because I've had people lately that have come to me with experiences like that. So, do your due diligence when it comes to connecting with stuff that it may seem positive, but you learn that maybe it wasn't. So that's what I wanted to tell you too. That just popped in because, like I said, I had a dealing with that. And so for the lady with the entity that when she was watching a video, we immediately did a cleansing and blessing on her property or home, herself, her rest of her family, any animals that were in there, because this stuff can play havoc. People don't always want to believe that this stuff is real, but I'm telling you, it is. That's the part of what I do that, I can post all kinds of great little posts that say, do this, do that, very lighthearted, whatever. And that's part of it too. But the bigger part is that when people are on their journey, they have to be very careful. Set good boundaries, because setting boundaries, what keeps you happy, what keeps you safe and protected. And I believe Sandy earlier was talking about some of that stuff. So, we as psychics, mediums, readers, whatever, we have to protect ourselves, because when we are doing readings, we are opening ourselves up. Granted, we are opening ourselves up with the protection of the angels, of the archangels, of our guides, of our ancestors. So we are being very specific about what we are bringing in and how it's being brought to us. So I hope that makes sense and maybe gives you guys a little more understanding of exactly kind of what we do. And so it's not just us like hopping on here and, saying hi for an hour. We are serious about what we do. We love to have fun and joke and play and all of that and talk about silly things. And that's awesome because we are living in the moment. But we have to be aware of protecting ourselves. And as we're protecting ourselves, we're also protecting your energy when you enter into our sacred space. So there we go. I'm going to take a drink right now. Does that make sense to you guys? I know I kind of get off on these little tangents, but for some reason I was being told I needed to mention these things today. And it probably won't be the last time either, because, with everything going on with the coronavirus and all of us kind of being, maybe not so much now, but towards the beginning, we were kind of in our homes all the time. We were kind of opening ourselves up more to the internet because more people were home, more people were getting online. If you notice some of the internet speeds and things like that, there was more lag time. So basically, it's just like with anything else. You just have to be aware. You have to be aware, pay attention, and all of that stuff. So that's why it's important also for our animals as well, because they're much more aware and quicker to notice those things. Hi, Kat.
Hello. Have we got any viewers?
Oh, gosh. Funny.
We did have some, and now it says 0.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, no. Are you kidding me?
That's usually a good time. This time is okay. Usually, I don't know what's going on. Now we've got a couple. Hello.
Oh, yeah. That's okay. Thank you. So, yeah. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. I wanted to. I'm just being led to do this, and I have my one deck that I'm going to actually. I'm going to do a card from each deck, and if anyone would like to get a reading, 1997, click the PayPal Buy Now link. That would be awesome. Um, let's see. So I've got my Energy Oracle deck, which I'm going to go ahead and draw a card for the group. So even if you're watching this on the replay, hashtag replay and let us know who you are, where you're from. And we're going to draw a card. This is from, I told you, but then I didn't show you. It's the Energy Oracle cards, which I love those. So let's see. The card that we're going to draw is, and I mean, connecting. We've been doing a lot of connecting, but it's a door to spirit. Pretty card. So that's the thing we're saying, connecting, but connecting in a way that's positive, in a way that's setting boundaries for yourself. So this just kind of goes on. It really does say a lot about what we've been talking about. So there we go for that. Door to spirit. So keep yourself open, but keep yourself having some solid boundaries. And that's whether it's spiritual or whether that is actually in the physical. Because you got to have boundaries in the physical world for sure. But it's the same in the spiritual. So we've got that one. So let's see what we can get. This is the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Let's see what animal pops up. I've seen a lot of cardinals lately. So I don't know. Oops. Well, there's one that's in there that doesn't want to come out. Let's see what it is. Oh, okay. We're going to go with that one. This is, whoops, it keeps glaring. White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic. And that is the truth. You've got to trust in the magic, trust in God, trust in spirit to help you, to guide you, protect you. And just the White Raven itself is very magical. So just know that with everything that's happening in your life, you still have to trust and believe in the power of what is not seen. Have faith, because that's you'll make things happen for sure. Okay, so then we have the Archangel Oracle deck. Okay, so let's see what card we can pull from that. Let's see. Okay. Shuffle them up a little bit. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday. It's almost over, though. We have the big full moon. It's a sturgeon moon, which a sturgeon is a fish. So keep swimming forward. Keep moving. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what we get. Oh, wow. Okay, so this one is Life Review. And this one says, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. So again, it's trusting, having faith, and knowing that when you're looking and going over, every time you have something that comes up in your life that is making you think, well, you always kind of feel down about it or whatever. Take time to notice what maybe you can do to change your mindset about the situation, or what you can do in general to change the situation. Because sometimes we can't always change a situation, but we can change the way we look at it. So, taking a life review, I mean, your past is your past. By changing that, you can just do something different. Don't react the same way. Don't, have better intentions. That's something that's pretty easy to be able to begin to change. I say easy, it's not always easy, but it gets easier every second that we make a decision that we want to change. That is when we truly can begin to do it. So again, it's spirit coming in. Spirit is going to always try and connect with you in small ways. It could be seeing a feather on the ground. It could be seeing a penny. It could be seeing daisies. It could be seeing pictures. You know, you're seeing angels, or you're seeing something, the license plate that says angel. So just keep in mind that something like that can really begin to let you know that you are connected and that you are really hearing what the universe, what the creator, what God is saying to you. We have, you, me, we all have direct communication with what is going on with God and all of that. So that can make a big difference for us. And it usually does. So just keep that in mind on your day-to-day journey about doing things, because sometimes what we think is we can kind of start thinking negatively about a situation, and really what's happening is it's an opportunity for us to change, to make a better decision, to create something new for ourselves. So that's kind of the key, is we have to bring to our awareness that we want to change, or we want to do something different, for sure. So just remember that it all begins from within. So we have to be okay with seeing the sides of ourselves that aren't always that pretty. Now that reminds me of a song. I think it's a Pink song, actually. But we have to always remember that we have to be willing and open to seeing the sadness, the darkness that lives within all of us, but we also have that in us so that we can see the light, so that we can tell that's the light, that's something, that's a direction I want to move into. That's a positive situation. So, it's kind of amazing if we look at it that way. So if you are watching, please say hello. I'd love to see where you're from today and what you're up to, and appreciate you guys all coming on, for sure. There's also, hold on for 1 second, guys. Let's see. Sorry, just trying to figure something out here really quick. Okay. So we have some of the stuff that I do too, that it has a lot to do with pets. Pets are a big deal for me. There's been a lot of lost pet recovery. I actually just got an email about another one. So when we're doing something like that, when I'm doing something like that, the way I go about it, I'm going to try to explain it a little bit, because it's a little bit different than people. So the first thing I do is I connect, and kind of not only with my higher self, but connect with the people who the situation are involved in the situation. So I connect to them in a way of kind of understanding, and this is connecting psychically to them. And then what happens is that gives me some awareness of relationship to their pet. And then I connect and ask permission from the pet psychically to be able to talk to them. Because usually if it's a lost pet, their head is kind of like spinning kind of in a direction like, I don't know what's going on. I can't find my way, different things like that. So then I try to help them calm down as I'm speaking with them psychically. And then we can be able to see like landmarks, what they might be close to or what they have seen, because they don't think of things the way that we think of things. And so, one pet might be, next to a strip mall, but they don't really know that that's a strip mall. All they'll know is there's like a big parking lot and, there's a lot of cars. So it's a little bit different. So I have to kind of almost do a little bit of like seeing through their eyes, remote viewing almost through a pet's eyes. So it's very much something that is very rewarding to be able to help, with finding a pet. But it's also very challenging. So I really have to, when I'm doing that, I have to really focus my energy on the pet themselves too. And so it's a very interesting thing. I never really even thought that I would be doing it, to be honest with you. And it just sort of happened. And so, pets that have passed, they always have a lot to say. And it's not like as detailed. Sometimes it can be. I'm not going to say there's no like, this is the way it is kind of thing, but there's a lot of people and pets that when I connect with them, they are so glad to reconnect with their humans and vice versa. But the pet, a lot of times will come back to us as another animal in our life. And sometimes we can tell that. There's always that movie, it's called A Dog's Purpose. Oh my gosh, get Kleenex out because it will be a tearjerker for you. But it's amazing the connections that they have with us. And it's always loving, it's always unconditional. Unless you've been horrible to your animal, then they're going to be so excited to see you when you connect and when they can connect with you again. But if they decide to come back as another animal that you have, a lot of times you will actually see mannerisms or different things that you remember from an animal you had before. So it's very cool to realize that, wait a minute, I think that was my pet from before. So it's something that I love because people love their animals, because that is one thing that we really can pretty much love unconditionally. And because they love us that way. And they make it easy. Most of the time they make it easy. And so that leads me into the fact that if you have an animal that is alive, that is having behavior issues or health issues, and I'm going to say I am not a doctor, I'm not a vet, but I do pick up on energy. If there's something with the animal that is not feeling good, they do and they can relay that information to me. Sometimes they will not, because animals do not always like to worry their owners. So sometimes they will. It just depends. I can't say what makes the difference to them, but they know. If they think it's going to be really stressful for you as a human, they will not tell me. That's just the way that it has been in the past. So doesn't mean that's always the way it is, but it's something that they, I don't know, animals are just so protective of our energy, and they're like little angels in disguise. They are, and they not like they are. They're energy angels in disguise, and they're always looking out for us and wanting the best for us. And a lot of animals are lucky to be with the people, especially if you are an animal rescue person. You've rescued cats or dogs or anything else. I applaud you. That is an amazing thing to do. And I don't know about you guys, but every time I see those commercials on TV for the, I don't know if it's a Humane Society. No, I don't think it's, I'm not sure which one it is, but oh my gosh, it just makes me so sad. They're doing, it's the ASPCA. They do great things rescuing animals and stuff like that. So, oh my gosh, I just, it's kind of an amazing thing. I thought my cat was down here, but she's actually chilling in my husband's chair. We got her, the family that had her, they were extremely allergic, and they had a new baby that was extremely allergic, and she would always want to get next to the baby. Well, that didn't work out too good. So basically, we were lucky enough to find it. Obviously, luck is not, it was meant to be. But right before we went in to get her and bring her home, outside their garage door on the pavement was like this wet spot on the ground in the shape of a heart. And I was like, okay, that was my sign that's what was meant to be. So it's pretty exciting. So we have to realize that, and they talk about this too, when you get an animal, don't get it just because you're lonely. I know people get animals for lots of reasons, but what I'm going to tell you is that, be prepared to love that animal, take care of that animal, and it will give you love back. But don't let it be your kind of dumping ground for all of your emotions and all of your yuck stuff. Kind of realize that they feel those emotions. So just be aware of that for sure. You guys notice that weird? I don't know. That's weird. Anyway, but hi, Kat.
Hi, I've got no viewers again. What's going on? They keep dropping out.
Oh, I'm just talking.
If we do have any viewers, sorry, we can't see that you're watching.
That's right. Please say something. Please let us know you're alive and kicking out there.
Yeah. You've got 10 minutes.
Because I can keep talking.
Do you want to keep talking?
I can keep talking.
Okay.
Oh, I'll keep talking. It might be something worth hearing. Oh, my goodness. Oh, can you guys see the sunlight coming in? Ooh. I guess it's coming. I don't know where that is. Okay, well, anyway, the nice rays of the sun. You can't see me that well, though, but so I wanted to thank everybody for coming on. If you guys would like to have a reading, it's $19.97. Just click the PayPal Buy Now link for a video, audio, or in the chat reading. Would love to have you come on. But please say hi too. That would be awesome. I want to try something here. Hold on. No, that's not any better, is it? Okay. All right. The Creator is shining his light on me. So um, I wanted to mention this to you guys. We've been talking about a lot of things, but we've been talking about pets. And we've also been talking about literally everything else, it seems, right? But I just wanted to tell you guys is that when you start your week off tomorrow, we have that full moon. And energetically, your emotions might be high, but just take a deep breath, kind of bring it down, just go with it. Don't let your emotions, get out of control with you, because it's just, it's like we get into this tangled ball, like the Christmas lights when you put them away and you don't do it the right way and they're all in this big ball and you have to sort through them. That's what our emotions become, So, hi, Leanna. Oh, sorry your phone died too. It's one of those days, huh? Oh, let's see. Your question is, I'm wondering what happened to my cat, Mary Jane. Did she run away or did someone mistaken her as a stray to pick her up and take her? Is she okay? I will tell you that, and this happens a lot. I think that she is okay, to be honest with you. A lot of times what ends up happening is someone will find a cat, and I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of the microchip thing. I mean, and people are going to do what they do, but I think I would at least, I don't know if she had a collar with a tag or anything like that, but I would say that I look at my cat. She does not have a collar, a microchip, or a tag or anything. She's an indoor cat. But then I'm thinking, what if she gets out? So that's something that I'm sure if my cat got out, that someone would definitely keep her. She's, so just know that sometimes we can't always end up finding our pet, but sometimes they just show up out of nowhere. And so sometimes people take them on purpose. Sometimes people just pick them up because they look like they've probably had a home. And so I would say that I've always told people too that if you have an animal, put up flyers, call the local animal shelters to let them know, give them a photo, what's her name, stuff like that, any things like that, so that they can be aware in case a cat comes in there, then they know. She's been gone since 2017. Yep. I do feel like she's okay, but unfortunately, you may not end up seeing her again. Animals can be weird. She might get out another time and she'll come back to you. It's one of those things where, but I do feel like she is alive and she's well. So just remember though, like I was saying, if even here's the thing, she might be gone for since 2017, but I would still make them aware, because you just never know. You never know. You hear all these miracle stories all the time about animals and coming back to their owners, cats, dogs, and I even heard of a bird doing that. So just know, I would still share a picture share that information with local humane society, especially because they would be ones that might end up seeing an animal. And even check those things out on Facebook too. You could send them a message and a picture that way too, because you just never know. Miracles happen every single day, and pets have a lot to do with that. So, Leanna, I hope that helps. Like I said, it's really, I do feel like she is still alive for you, though, okay? So, again, if I had to recommend anything, which I better take my own advice, is I would put my cat, I don't think could even wear a collar. And like I said, I'm not sure if I'm crazy about the microchip thing. That just, I don't know. I guess it's hard to tell, but there are ways that we can kind of help with that. So look at the light. And there was light. So thank you, Leanna. I'm sorry your phone died. I usually end up doing that too with my phone. But thank you guys so much today. I really appreciate you coming on. And don't forget that we have another show coming up with another psychic. Let's see, like in 3 hours or something like that, I think, Kat. Yeah. Who's it gonna be? Kat?
Divine Delilah.
That's right, Divine Delilah. Yep. So make sure you catch her. Thank you, Kat.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye. Thanks.